This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Whoa, was that a voice in my head I heard just now? My doctor told me to stop that. Listening to them. The last time I did that, the neighbor's dog ended up in the septic tank. And I ended up with a large bone in my mouth. Nope, nothing under the desk. And I haven't been called in the last 10 minutes. Usually my manager likes to call me and tell me how worthless I am on a daily basis. And that hasn't happened. Can't tell if that's refreshing or not. Nope, none of the files tell me anything. Well. Am I sure I want to leave though? I don't know if I want to though. I kinda like it in here. It's not even break time yet either. I mean, the last guy that left his office before break time lost his casual Friday privileges. I can't have that. But I need to find out what's going on. Well, maybe not. No, yes, no. I'm so confused. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, this actually doesn't feel that bad. But I'm really gonna miss this office if I can't come back. And goodbye, Casual Friday. Goodbye, little pencil sharpener. I love you. I mean, I really do. Don't forget me. Don't forget me, little pencil sharpener. You helped me so many times. Well, good luck to you all. Goodbye. Alright, let's find out what's going on in here. And close the door behind me. It's the polite thing to do. Maybe patted Pete's home. Pete? No, he's not there. And Jeffrey's gone. Yep. But then again, he never came to work anyway. Okay. Just to be sure. Didn't need to know if his door was unlocked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm sorry? Voice in my head? It's like having Michael Go in your head all the time. Now I'm having flashbacks of the Christopher Nolan Batman films. I think I remember Employee 430 like in the Chris Nolan Batman films. A tad overrated in my opinion, but not bad. The realist depiction of Batman, not too bad.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, I could find a trace of them. I mean, there's stuff all over the place like I've been here, and aha! I knew it. Employee 435, he did it again. Yeah, his computer's off, but you always forget to turn it off, 435. I have your number. And that's just about all I've got.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Story? Is this some kind of like Inception stuff going on? I don't like this. I also don't like the blank white void that we work in. Trying to remember exactly where I live, but I don't remember. Do you remember, Plant? Do you remember? where I am again, talking to inanimate objects. Have I gone crazy? Well, then again, I'm hearing voices in my head. I'm talking to plants. I think I've already gone over the deep end. I think I should just kind of walk away and just move on to the next room, just to the meeting room. Take the unintelligent route and listen to what the voices in my head have to say. So I stare deeply into the abyss that is where we work. Oh, better shut the door behind me. It's the polite thing to do. It's the weirdest thing ever, though. How does an entire staff leave in, like, one day? Did everyone take off? Did everyone go on vacation and I was just unaware? Of course, they would do that. No one really ever liked me. Then again, the 300 numbers usually were the ones trying to screw us over. I hate the 300s. Always made the movie out to, like, 300, yelling, "What's our profession? Typing numbers!" Stupid 300s. Bunch of dorks, that's what they were. Politeness
Stanley
continues.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Really getting tired of this voice in my head. I don't like it when you suddenly just inexplicably give me orders. But then again, do I want to go to the left? Or do I want to go to the right? Is it actually my inner being telling me what to do? I'm so confused! Ah! Hello, White Abyss. Oh, well, maybe I'll just go to the left. Huh, my door closing politeness has gotten so powerful that it's like telekinetic by this point. Huh, 413 forgot to switch his computer off. I need to get in there. Yeah, it's locked. It's an impenetrable force field I can't seem to get into. Well, I'll deal with you later. Also unlockable. That's a weird way to say it. Unlockable. It's like an oxymoron, but more moronic.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, well, I'll have you know that the disbelief I feel has nothing to do with the missing coworkers, and everything to do with the clinically insane mind I currently have, and the fact that my doctor has apparently failed at his job in getting rid of the voices in my head. Namely, you. And my goodness, my coworker's handwriting is atrocious. I mean, look at this. This is not even legible. How can anyone read this during a meeting? Well, except for maybe get Chris out of the broom closet. He did always seem to spend a lot of time in there. I sometimes wonder why. It's not like he had a problem or anything. It's just he liked the broom closet. And again, there could be reasons for that. A lot of reasons, actually. Wait, our company's demographic was teenagers? Then what have I been typing all my life? Like, what? This looks like just so much throwaway data. Just do a lot of writing and accomplish a whole bunch of nothing. It's so weird. I think there'd be other ways that we could track data, like, ooh, slides. What are your future dreams? Well, I can tell you what my future dreams are. Getting out of here. Going home. Heading to bed. My goodness, I'm tired. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work every day. And promotion registration. Don't get fired. Well, that's helpful. This is a lot of generic information. What kind of business do we run? Not even that. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure slide 6 blue graphic. Yeah, check. At the header, throw some billable text.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I'm not doing nothing, voice in my head. I'm looking at some very necessary information and slides for the company. This is heavy stuff, I'll have you know. And politeness again. There's Chris's abode. Huh. Wonder why I liked it so much in here. It's quaint. Batcavey. Not bad. Still don't get it, though.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not just yet. Well, all things considered, that for some reason everything in this office is locked except for the linear path that I'm supposed to follow, it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice but to follow the voices in my head that very specifically seems to know exactly where I'm supposed to be going. Which I sincerely hope is the executive bathroom. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. And I can't go inside. It's locked. Of course it's locked, because they wouldn't let me into the executive bathroom, even though it's like several feet away from the actual office itself. And good girl, the secretary did remember to turn off her computer. Good. Then I don't have to report somebody else higher up than me, admittedly, but I'm gonna try to go through this door and make sure that my politeness beam doesn't activate. And okay, and
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
And the only reason I knew that was because the voices in my head, for some reason, told me to press those buttons. Also, is my manager Batman? Oh my goodness, I think my manager's Batman. Oh, this is awesome. This is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so cool. I need to find out if he's Batman. Oh, if this is the Batcave, I'm totally ready for this. He's Batman. This is gonna be so awesome.